Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we're here with a kind of update video, but we're gonna have a CAS going in the background because, it's a little more interesting to watch and listen to than, just staring at my update title card. Anyway, so I really kind of just wanted to do this. First, I wanted to thank all of you guys for your support and all of your kind words on my last update video. I really do appreciate it, and I can't really express to you how much it means for all of you to be so supportive and to send all of your thoughts and your prayers and your love and all of those things to me and my family right now in this time. So I just wanted to say that. We're not going to cry. We're going to try to keep it together, but I just wanted to let you know how much I appreciate all of that and all of you guys for all of those things. So, yeah. Love you guys. You're my awesome space muffins. So, that's it. No more sappiness. Okay, so actually what I wanted to talk about in this video is really more kind of my thoughts. I got a new headset. So that's what we're using right now. And I know that I'm probably going to talk about it in like all of the other videos, but I kind of wanted to just get it out in a separate video so that I'm not like spending too much time in all of our other videos this week talking about it. I might anyway. My intent was to do this so that I don't have to do that in those videos. But yeah, so I mean, for those of you who've been around for a while, I've mentioned it a million times in all my videos that like the left side of my old headset stopped working. Like that's the side with the mic on it, but like just sound, I couldn't hear anything. And the mic worked perfectly fine, but I noticed, and I don't know, maybe it's my computer, maybe it was Adobe, maybe it's my recording software, I don't know, but it kept dropping out sound. So I'm really hoping it was the headset and not any of the programs, because then we'll still have that same problem with the new one. But I have tried so many times to get a new headset, and every single time they suck. They suck so bad, it's not even funny. I've ordered 3 different ones off Amazon, not counting the original one that I bought. Now, okay, when I wanted to do my channel, I was like, okay, I don't want to spend too much money on like a microphone or headset or anything like that, because what if it doesn't work out? What if it's something that I don't continue doing? I don't want to have spent like hundreds of dollars on something that's going to be useless. So I bought like a headset that was like not even $45. I think it was like 42 or 43 bucks when I bought it. Like close enough to 45, whatever. Might have been 45. I don't know. Whatever. We'll say $45. And, it was like, okay, cool. It was a Plantronics headset. I forget what model or whatever. But I bought it. It was relatively inexpensive. I'm like, 45 bucks. Yeah, okay, cool. It's cheap, but it's not like $10, So, bought that. Oh my god, it was just, you plug it in and you go, and it's amazing. I loved it. It was great. I mean, hi. I think my sound sounded pretty damn good for a $45 headset, Some people spend hundreds of dollars on like microphones, and then they have their headsets, and then they have this, and they have this whole setup, and it's like, shit, I just plug that headphone jack, mic jack, that's it. That's all I had to do with that one. And I loved it, and I feel like it worked pretty well. Except for when I upgraded my old computer to Windows 10, it stopped working. It wasn't working. It wouldn't do anything. Well, I upgraded my computer to Windows 10, which didn't work on my computer, so I reverted back to Windows 7, and then my microphone and the headset and everything wasn't working, so I was like, great, my headset's broken, and I bought a new one, which just sucked. It sucked. So then I returned that one on Amazon, because that's what I like about Amazon. It's quick and easy to return stuff, but it's kind of a pain in the ass, because you're like, I just bought this headset, I try it, it sucks, I return it, I bought another one, like a better one, but the same brand, which I shouldn't have. So I learned my lesson. Don't ever buy that brand. I honestly forget what it is now. I really do. So I'm sorry about that. But because I would warn you, like, don't. And like so many reviews were like so great, and it's like it sucked. It was just terrible. And like, yes, it had like, oh, cool, it's got the software and it's got the thing, and you could change all the little volumes, do all these little tweaks. But I'm like, I don't want to sit here spending 6 hours to like mess around to get the right balance. Like, oh my god, I had to do that with like Adobe Premiere and like all my other stuff. Like, I don't want my microphone to take me 16 hours to set up and configure to work. Like, I want it to just work, damn it. I mean, it's a simple piece of equipment. Like, let's, So I returned the second one too because it sucked. And then I just got a USB sound card for my old computer and my headset worked fine. So it was really just my sound card that sucked. So maybe the headsets weren't bad. But, you know, whatever. I'm blaming the headsets anyway. Like, it just occurred to me that, like, you know, it might not have been the headsets, but, like, so anyway, I ended up getting, like, the sound card for my computer using my old headset. And, oh, perfect. So, but, you know, last weekend, I was like, all right, my headset, I don't know if it's going, but it does kind of suck that it doesn't work on the left side. And, like, I knew that I would need a new one, but I was really trying not to because of my terrible experiences. So I bought a new one. Not a Plantronics one. I really should have gone with Plantronics. Not gonna lie. I forget what brand I bought again. But I'm gonna go and I'm probably gonna leave a bad review on Amazon just because it sucked. Like, you get it, and first of all, the adjustable headband, I don't know. I guess maybe they think instead of it snapping into place like normal headsets, the bands on the headsets where it's like it snaps to adjust. This one is like, ooh, it's got the fancy double band, and the one that goes on your head has got the nice padding, but it's stretchy. It's literally on stretchy wire, like thick ass nice wire, don't get me wrong, but it's like just stretchy. So the headset is so goddamn heavy that you put it on and if you moved, it would start sliding down and you're like, okay, so now it's the base of the headset, the ear cups are pressing into, you know, the glands right under your ears. And it's like, oh God, this is painful. I can't handle it. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm weird with shit on my ears, but like, it was just awful. So returned that one. And also, well, I was like, okay, I'll deal with it. I'll learn to deal with it. We can figure something out. I spent like $60 or $70 on it. It was probably 60. I keep saying like 70, but I'm pretty sure it was only 60. I keep rounding up, but anyway. So, yeah, so then I plug it in. Oh my God, I'm not kidding. And I think I said this in a video that is probably going up in the next week or two. Because the only thing I recorded last weekend was Danganronpa. All of the videos you saw last week were, you know, ones that I had recorded weeks and weeks ago, before all of this stuff happened with my dad and before I left and all of that. So, the only thing that I recorded last weekend, I finished Danganronpa 2. So you'll be seeing all those videos in the next couple of weeks. But I think in one of those, I talked about the headset and I was like, it sucked, but yeah, it sucked. The microphone, like on as loud, as sensitive as it could get in the settings, like it was like, I was screaming and I really feel like this is even louder than it was when I was screaming. And like, I'm loud. I'm a loud person. I shouldn't have to have, I literally had the microphone like in my mouth. Like, I'm not even kidding. I put it as close to my mouth as I could humanly get without eating the damn thing. And I was screaming into it. Like, and I'm like, I'm a loud person. I'm loud. We know this, okay? I was taking my normal voice and doing it like 10 decibels higher, like practically screaming. And you could barely hear me. It sounded like a whisper. And I was like, it literally sounded like if I put the microphone across the room and I stood on the other corner and I tried to talk in a normal voice. That I'm like, and that's as sensitive as it can get. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I did not pay $60. I was going to say 70 again. $60 for this crap. Like, bullshit. And so I returned it and I was pissed. I'm like, pissed because I'm so tired of this crap. So then I'm like, well, I don't know how, because like you read all these reviews. Oh my God, it's so great. It sounds so great. And everybody can hear me clear. And I'm like, well, your friends must have great fucking hearing because I couldn't hear me. And I know I'm deaf, but like, dude, playing it, like, I'm like, I used OBS, which is what I used to record Danganronpa, to test the volume and everything. And I'm like, I would have to turn the game volume down halfway. My mic set volume was already up as high as it go. And I'm like, oh my God, you still wouldn't be able to hear me. Like, people would have to turn their volume up to 100. And there's nothing worse. Like, I know I'm loud and my videos are loud, but it's fine. You could turn it down. There's always turning it down. But there's a point where you watch videos and you're like, I have this on as loud as it can possibly go and I can't hear you. That's annoying. I would rather be like, wow, this is loud. I'm going to turn it down. Then like, I have to turn it up max and I literally have to have my head pressed against the speaker in order to not barely hear you. Like, and that's what it would have been like. It was like, oh my God, that's annoying. Like, no. So I returned that one. And right now I think my voice is like through the roof on this one because I haven't adjusted the mic settings. I literally just plugged this one in and went, and I was like, oh my God, it's so nice. But I did a smart thing this time, and I don't know why I didn't think of it before. Duh. I'm like, I'm gonna watch YouTube videos. Somebody has to review this shit. Like, duh. I'm so stupid. Like, what? There's probably some of you watching this like, do you just, maybe you could watch YouTube videos and see how the mic worked. Like, I don't know. You could have done that, maybe. Like, how many, like how long? 3 headsets for me to be like, I should just see the headset that I like or I think might be good and then go watch a video. So I went around and around and I finally like found a Plantronics one. Obviously, it was like $130 or $140. And I'm like, that is like twice what I want to spend. Like, I don't even I want to spend like $50 tops. Like, putting 60 was like, ugh. Like, I don't have that kind of money. I really don't. So I was like, well, all right, you know what, though? If it's going to work and if it's going to be good and it's going to last a while. I mean, mine lasted like 4 years and like, it was a $45 headset. But I was like, okay, fine. So I listened to it and I watched a review and the guy used it and I was like, oh, it sounds pretty good. So I watched another review, right? Guy uses it and I'm like, that sounds really good. I like this. This is really cool. Okay, cool. I made the mistake, though, of, you know, I'm going to do a little shout out here. Blunty. If you haven't watched his videos, he does a lot of reviews on like headsets and gaming components and computer stuff and camera stuff and like all sorts of stuff. And it's actually really cool. So I would check out his channel because I liked his reviews of the Plantronics headset, but he also did a video where he compared that one with like 2 other ones. And I was like, well, just watch it, right? And he's using the Plantronic, and he uses them. He, like, plugs them in. He's wearing them while he's recording it. You know, he has the face cam and everything, so you can see. So it's like, so you know, it's not like you're listening. Like, some people review, and you're like, wow, this sounds really, wait, is this the headset, or is this? And they're like, oh, now I'm going to plug it in. And you're like, well, now you've ruined me, because whatever you're using to record your review, which is obviously your normal setup, sounds awesome, and I want that, but I'm sure it's, like, way too expensive. Like, you know? But he records his videos using that, like, the headset. So I'm like, well, that's really cool, so I can see what it sounds like. So he did a comparison between the Plantronics and forget what other one that was like really inexpensive, and then the Sennheiser one. And so the Plantronics one, I'm like, it sounds really good. Yeah, I like this one. Then he plugs in the Sennheiser, like the Game 1 or Game 0, I think is the one he was using. And I was like, fuck you, because it sounded, I was like, that's even better. So that's what I ended up getting. I got the Game 1 just because the Game 0 is a little bit more expensive. And I didn't really, for the most part, the features, the sound, and everything was the same. The difference is like leather ear cups versus like the little velvety ones. And I have little velvety ones on my old ones, so I'm used to that. And then I think like there might be more or less noise. I think there was more noise canceling or whatever in the other one. I'm like, I don't really, not that big of a deal. So these ones were a little less expensive, but when he did the review on those, and then I watched his just straight up review on those ones, and I was like, oh, there's a link to like the page, and I'm like, they're like $400. What the frick? No, they were like $180 at Best Buy. That's still really expensive, and I don't have that kind of money, but I was like, Best Buy credit card. All right, so just be in debt for the rest of my life. I don't have the money for this, but you know what? Fine, whatever. I'll just pay them off for the rest of eternity. It was worth it because, not gonna lie, I opened the box, they're packaged beautifully, by the way, and I pulled them out, and I'm like, oh, look at this. It's got the headphone jack, and it's got the mic jack, and they're color-coded. Oh, that's even nicer. Because, like, my old headset, I literally took a silver Sharpie and I drew, like, a line on my mic. Because, like, they obviously have, like, the little pictures on them, like, the carvings. But you're like, it's dark and I can't see it. It's black on black. And you have to try to figure out which one's which, you know, so that you're not me and plug them into the wrong one. But these ones are color-coded, so that's, like, really freaking nice. So you're like, that's a nice added touch. So I know which one's my mic one and which one's the headphone one. Oh. If I can remember what order they are on my computer, because, like, I'm stupid and I always have to think about it. I should know by now. And, like, the fact that, like, these ones nicely, like, I know that there's a lot of nice headsets out there that are like, ooh, we've got, like, the stuff on the cord, like, to volume or whatever. There was actually a headset out there that I was looking at that didn't have a volume or a mute or anything on the headset or on, like, the little thing on the cord either. And I'm like, so you gotta just adjust. Wait, that seems stupid. So, like, if you're, like, playing a game and you're like, oh, it's too loud, I've got to, like, pause the game and, like, go. I guess it's great if you have, like, a dual monitor setup crap, but I ain't got that shit. I'm not that special. But these, they have the volume on the side, on one side, they mute, like, you just, ugh. It's everything I needed for way more than I wanted to spend. But I needed to share because these, I'm just so happy. I miss my old ones, don't get me wrong, because those ones served me well. That little Plantronics headset for like 45 bucks, but like the years of struggling to find like a better, more expensive headset, like, ugh, just so happy. So we're going to see how these work because like I just plugged them in. Like I said, I haven't adjusted the mic. I haven't done anything. I have literally just plugged them in and started recording. So, and I did a comparison on my own, like between these ones and the old one. And these ones, yes, the sound, I think the mic sounds a little bit better, but I'm like, it's not that much of a difference. It's not like, oh my God, it sounds like crap versus angel singing. So I'm like, so that little Plantronics headset was really good. But like, this is what I wanted. Like, it's way more expensive. But like, I should have bought like 16 of those Plantronics headsets. I'm not even kidding. But yeah, so like I'm happy, and so I just wanted to kind of share that. I will try to remember in the description to put the headset information in there, so you guys, if I don't know if you're interested, you can look. I just wanted to share with you my opinion on this because like so far this is great. I love it. I'm happy. And I feel like I don't have to do tons of adjusting or anything. It's like I just plug it and go. Oh, my life is simple. And you know what? It's so much nicer because I like the headset idea. You're going to wear a headset and then I got a fancy mic and then I got to do all these things and adjust all these things and and it's like, oh God, that just sucks. So this is so much nicer. You just plug in and go. That's what I want. I want simple. Okay. Like I ain't got time to mess with shit. Like 16 hours later, I finally got my mic on the right setting. Like, no, you don't need all that shit. You don't. Like, this sounds phenomenal. My old headset for $45 sounds phenomenal. I don't need like a $600 freaking microphone and then like a $400 headset and then like all of this equipment. I got a laptop and a freaking headset. That's it. That's my life. But you know what else? So anyway, I just wanted to like share that. And that was my ranting. And I'll probably be rambling on in all of our videos this week about how much I love this headset. But anyway. So yeah, I will leave this here. I hope you had fun and enjoyed our making over of a random townie that I just, yeah, she was just in a game. So I just decided to pull her out and give her a little makeover. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.